Hey guys, so as per your request, today I'll be reviewing the Olay Regenerist Cleansing System. Now, ever since I hauled this, you guys have been interested in a review from me and to kind of give my opinion on whether this is worth the money, whether this is comparable to Clarisonic, and just kind of whether it works in general. So today I'll be going through all of that for you. So as I said in my haul, I got this from Coles for around $30. Now, I've seen this at Kmart, Target, I've even seen it at Priceline. So you don't have to just go to a supermarket to get it, you can pretty much find it anywhere. And as I said, it was $30, which immediately I believe is awesome value considering you get the cleansing brush as well as a sample of the cleanser itself. So I think that is such crazy value for an electronic as well as a cleanser. Like it blows my mind that it was even $30 in the first place without even trying it. But because it was $30, I obviously did question whether it was gonna work, whether it was just cheaply priced because it's a cheap product. So that's really why I bought it myself. I just wanted to see if it would work and if it was going to save us all a ton of money. So on the back of the box, it has all the claims and all the promises that it plans on giving you. Now, as for what actually comes in the box, this is what they look like. So I'm sure you guys are more interested in this rather than the cleanser, so I'll go through this first. So this is the actual cleansing brush, and I sat my brush head on the sink funny, so that's why it's a bit dented there. But this is what it looks like, and it's very, very similar to what you expect for a Clarisonic to look like. So already the comparisons are very, very similar. Now, as it says on the box, there are two speeds there, and these are the two buttons that you operate. So the top one is the power button and the second button is the speed control. So it really does give you the option of how fast you want the brush head to move depending on how fast you can move. So that's the simple operation of the brush head. It's nice and small and compact. It fits in your hand perfectly, as you can see, and I think it would be great for traveling just because it's so compact and so easy and just really effortless, and it doesn't have a big cord or anything like that. It actually runs on AA batteries, which is awesome too. And then as for the cleanser, it's just this little tubey here, and you get 20 ml in the sample, so it's roughly the size of my hand there. And the actual cleanser itself kind of feels like a cream with sea salt in it. That's the easiest way that I can explain it. It just feels kind of like a gelish cream with sea salt. It's got that kind of gritty feeling to where it cleanses your face really nicely, and with this it just does the best clean job, no joke. So those are the two products that come in the box, and as you can see already, you're getting plenty of value for $30. Now, if I were to compare this to the Clarisonic range, the closest one that it will compare to is the Clarisonic Mia 2, which, like this, has the two speeds, it's waterproof and everything. The only difference is that it is actually rechargeable rather than this one having AA batteries, which that really depends what way you take it, whether you prefer rechargeable or if you prefer these disposable batteries. It depends what you prefer. Personally, I prefer rechargeable, but I'll get into the price difference, which is what coerced being more into buying this one. So like I said, for this pack, this is $30, so you get the brush head, the cleanser and everything. Now for the Clarisonic Mia 2, which is the most comparable to this, it costs $179. So that is such a big difference between $30 and $179. You're saving over $100 just by going with this one alone. That being said, this one isn't rechargeable, but that's really the only difference. They both have the 2-speed function, they both have the soft brush head, and they are both waterproof in the shower. So essentially they do the exact same thing. There's just some minor differences in that, and that is it. So hopefully that comparison really does kind of clarify to you how much value you do get in this pack. So in my opinion, if you are considering trying one of these cleansing systems, definitely go the Olay. There's really no reason why I can encourage you to spend $179 on a product that you haven't even really tried yet. Whereas comparable to $30, that's much more manageable for you to try out a product to see if you like it. Now, as for my personal review of this product, I use this brush system about once a week, and I only do it once a week because I find that my skin does get a little bit too dry if I do it too often, and I don't want to unbalance my skin in all the pH levels and everything. I just want to make it kind of like a deep cleaning session for once a week, and that's essentially what I use it for. And just by using it once a week, I do find that my skin is a lot softer and that my skin products and all my foundations and whatnot do apply actually a little better than they did before. Just after about 3 weeks use of this, I am already seeing results, which is awesome considering, you know, how much I paid for it. But as for the demonstration part of this video, I'm actually going to show you guys how I use this product and how I use it on my face, and the scary part is to show you how much it actually removes after I have removed my makeup. So you'll see that in a second, but yeah, I'm going to demonstrate now for you how this product works, how exactly it functions and everything, and what it does for my skin. Okay, so now we're in my bathroom, and I'm sorry about the echo, there's not really much I can do unfortunately, but the first thing I like to do before I go ahead and get cleansing and everything is to put my hair up, because it does get a little bit messy around the hairline and whatnot, so I like to put that up first. Okay, now that that's out of the way, I go ahead and remove my makeup with my normal makeup wipes. So these are just the Coles 4-in-1 cleansing wipes, and I like to just get rid of pretty much all the makeup on my face. so that's all of the makeup off, and you can see how much is on that wipe. Gross. So now I'm going to start with the cleansing system. So before I just go ahead and put the brush on my face, I like to wet my face by just wetting my hands under the sink and just kind of washing it all over my face. And then after that, I just take a little squeeze of this cleanser, put it on the back of my hand, and then I just go ahead and brush it into my skin. So I'll go ahead and do that now, but I don't think you guys will be able to hear me while I'm brushing, so I'll do that really quickly. Okay, so that's with all the cleanser just kind of rubbed in all to my face, and I don't know if you guys can see really clearly, but can you see how much makeup is still in that brush head? That's what was still in my skin, just sitting there in my pores. So that just goes to show how much this product gets out. Like, how gross is that? Ew. So now I'm just going to wash my face and wash this brush head off. Okay, so that's pretty much everything in the routine that I like to do. So as you can see, my face is so much cleaner now, and just it feels so soft and fresh. And normally after that, I just apply my moisturizer and go to bed. But because it's the middle of the day, I'm just going to chill out for a bit because I actually have to apply makeup again later. So that's going to be fun. But anyways, that's pretty much everything that I do as far as this cleansing system. And like I've said the whole time, I think it is bloody awesome. It is seriously just such great value, and I think that everyone should give it a go. Seriously, it's just great. But anyways, I'm going to wrap it up here. I'm just going to go have some lunch, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.